Really? No way! No way!
Whoa!
No way!
80 seconds, ladies and gentlemen! 0.5 seconds remaining!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is day 4 of the Msp Major group stages. My name is Adrian, I am the Mustachio. Joined with me at the table is the one and only Nico Black and Blue Gaioso. This is gonna be the final series of the day, and everybody has been looking forward to it. The Kings of Garena, Nrx Jeremiah 2911, taking on the Kings of Msp Divinity Uprising from SG. Nico, is there any way to call out what is about to happen, man?
I mean, this is a game that I know a lot of people in the chat have been looking forward to. We got NRX versus Divinity Uprising, the kings of the Philippines versus those from Singapore. So both of these teams have crowns from different kingdoms, from different, places. And so what they're really fighting for here, as they're both really near the top of the scoreboard, the leaderboard rather. Well, Divinity Uprising has a single point over NRX, but that's kind of a moot point. Divinity Uprising right now are looking very good. NRX, we've seen a bit of, wayward maps where it almost seems like they would lose for some reason to a team that we would like to call inferior, but not really what you're saying in that term. But so Divinity have been more consistent so far, but I also think NRX, as you like to bring up a lot, are not pulling out all of the stops. They're not pulling out all of the strategies yet, all of the plays that they can. And so it's be real interesting to see, because this, once again, AJ, is going to be a preview of things to come, because we both expect both of these teams, Divinity and NRX, to go very deep into this tournament.
Absolutely. Well, the ban and pick is ready, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let's see exactly where do we move in and play these matches off. And Black and Blue, I absolutely agree with that, man. I mean, yes, NRX could be holding back, or it just could be the amazing internet connection in the Philippines, bro.
It could be, there's so much going on in that regard that hampers things. But, well, no excuses made. We're going to be playing now here. 3-map series maps and modes are going to be Summit and Crash, to be banned by Divinity and NRX respectively. Map number 1, Standoff, is where we're going to be playing on Hardpoint. For map number 2, what do you think we can expect here, AJ?
Oh, well, NRX goes in, they ban Meltdown. For Standoff has been banned by Divinity. Search and Destroy. It could be firing range, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Yeah, there you go. Divinity's pick on... Sorry, this is NRX's pick on firing range, and NRX is an absolute monster on this map.
They definitely are, and I'm excited to see what NRX are going to be doing to Divinity here on firing range. But map number 3, Meltdown and Crash, both banned. I wouldn't be surprised to see something like perhaps, Summit come in on the last map. But I think, if anything, firing range is what we're going to be doing again, and that's exactly what happens. Firing range, once again, for domination and search and destroy, as we start things off with Standoff on Hardpoint.
2 back-to-back firing ranges in here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to close our day off, to see the face. I mean, okay, there's so many ways that this match could go. The mind games could go crazy, or the boys might just try to prove themselves, right? Because if Divinity doesn't really want to show off their full force in here, they might just try to tease the boys from NRX just to show them exactly what they have in their arsenal. Or they might just go in back and forth. They, you might see Divinity go in for a 2-1 victory in here. I think if anything has shown us, Divinity looks like the better squad at the Msp Major group stages thus far. Look at the scoreboard, it'll tell you the same. RSG is doing amazing. NRX, not so crazy today, right? So if you want to go based on paper, Black and Blue, it has to be Divinity, right?
I mean, NRX today, on day number 4 of the group stages, just lost a series to VVV Esports 1-2. They gave 2 maps away to VVV Esports, and that isn't boding too well for NRX. I still think that they're going to take a map away from from Divinity right now, and Divinity are going to probably take this series 2-1. But NRX are going to make it difficult, yes, but at the end of it, 2-1 to Divinity, I think would be the smarter and safer prediction right now, considering how Divinity have been almost flawless in every single game they've played so far. Look, they have 16 points. They are in second place right now, and that is only because of the fact that they have not played their second series of the day yet. Currently, RSG are at the top with 18 points, 16 points for Divinity Uprising. But at the end of this, I think Divinity are going to at least tie that, if not overtake that 18 points and bring it to a 19 or 3-0 rather after this series. But 2-1 is our prediction. Let's go into map number 1, Divinity Uprising versus NRX, as we are starting here on Hardpoint. Standoff to kick things off.
I mean, Black and Blue, before we even start commentating on the match, right? Who would have expected esports, right? Triple V esports to take 2 series on Nrx Jeremiah in the exact same fashion. 2-1 all both the 2 times they've met each other. Absolute crazy performance by Triple V esports there.
Very, very much so. Very, definitely something to be proud of and be, you know, to take into consideration when it comes to talking about the top teams here at the tournament. But for now, let's focus on this game. You can see Shadab here able to find a second kill going his way already. Divinity Uprising a early 30-point lead, and while NRX are trying to contest this, they aren't rather successful in doing so. Ken will find the frag, yes, but that is not going to help them take the point as yet.
Well, you see, losing 2-1 already, they have come into the series, right, with no choice whatsoever. They need to go in here for a win, NRX Jeremiah. But even right now, they are on the back foot. Divinity leading 36-12 so far, and NRX Jeremiah, they are playing catch up. They are in a trouble zone right now as Heaven goes in with a beautiful snipe in there on Crush, and it's going to be shut up in Heaven back to back right now as they see a couple of players approaching them. It is Divinity Uprising yet again on that hard point.
Divinity Uprising seem like there is nothing that they can really, you know, have to rather do to really pull ahead here, because all they have to do right now is just hold on to the points that they already have. They have very good control right now. While NRX are trying to make this happen, Crush, a good push by him. Yes, they're going to take control of this, but see, look at the positioning by Divinity. They're already in position to try and make a retake happen if they can especially find the straggler from NRX. And so Divinity Uprising, I don't expect NRX to hold on to this point much longer. And even if they do, they're going to have to give up the early control of the next point very harshly to Divinity Uprising.
Yeah, I mean, they need to go out, or maybe they'll just leave one player in there. That's the best that they can do, right? Because NRX definitely needs the next hard point just to take a quick lead, because they can't allow Divinity Uprising to move ahead way too far. And we've seen that happen so many times to those other squads, right? Once the opposing team moves a little bit too far, staging a comeback last minute is not as easy as people think it is.
Yeah, it definitely is not, especially against a team such as Divinity Uprising. The prowess on this team is going to make it very difficult. You can see they can't even get this barricade away, and finally Candy is able to remove that, but this is quite a bit of utility in doing so, and so NRX Jeremiah in a very dire situation right now. Divinity Uprising are firmly in control and in the lead here.
With a 91-38 so far. Divinity still on that hard point, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is hard point at number 3. And Jay-Z comes in here to say hello, but instantaneously eliminated by God. Whoopi comes in to say hello with his own chopper, but he has to jump out because for the time being, NRX has got the hard point. But for how long can they hold on to it? Because Divinity is treating them like a bunch of chumps, allowing them to pick off scraps as Divinity takes a majority of the points from all of these hard points in this game.
Yeah, these hard points are firmly falling in the pocket of Divinity Uprising. And so NRX Jeremiah, what can they do? I believe there's a War Machine up right now. Well, Heaven does have the Annihilator in his hands. He's able to find a frag. Look at all these Annihilators finding all the frags here for Shadap as well on the side of Divinity Uprising. They've taken a firm control once again of the hard point here, which is towards the warehouse, and there's nothing it seems NRX can do to even break that line of defense that Divinity Uprising have firmly established right now. You can see a straggler here for the side of NRX Jeremiah right on top of this, but he's going to get found quite easily. No, it's not actually. Whoopi's going to find him in return. Shadap will go down. Heaven will go down as well. Send him back down to hell. Whoopi trying to make something happen here, but will they be able to do something is the question, as Divinity Uprising have a firm control of the lead, now only taken by NRX.
Well, 131-56, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. There is no grand prize for anybody that guesses who is going to win match number 1. It has already reached a point of no return right now for NRX Jeremiah. They just need to go in to search and destroy and attempt a win there. Because Divinity Uprising, with just 9 more points, they have gotten this victory. And what a tremendous win this is over the Kings of the Arena Call of Duty Mobile.
What a round that we just saw from Divinity Uprising. 1-for-1, 63, and this map is firmly in their control. This is going to be a lead taken by them. Map number 1 will go firmly in the pocket of Divinity Uprising. All they have to do is just take this for the next 6 seconds, and that's going to be it. While Nrx are actually still putting up a fight here, yes. But I don't think this is going to last for long. As soon as this hardpoint expires, it's probably going to go firmly in the way of Divinity Uprising. Divinity might be hard to take this one specifically in the courtyard, but yeah, I mean, they're still firmly in the lead here and firmly in control of what's happening.
They've already rotated, and it looks like they're also attempting for the next hard point. Nrx Jeremiah is not giving up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. If anybody is watching this right now, they've left just Jay-Z in here to protect this hard point, whilst they've moved over to the next hard point. But look at this, with just 1 second in there, Divinity manages to go in and sneak off 1 point away. And right now, that's just leaving them with 5 more, and Nrx will park themselves very comfortably at this hard point. Divinity needs to try every single bit, and there you go, Black and Blue. Just like you said, right? They just need a few seconds in there. But Nrx, what a fight back from them.
Yeah, I mean, very valiant effort from Nrx, but as we expected here, AJ, Divinity Uprising take a map number 1, going their way. Standoff is firmly in the pocket, and Nrx just seemed lost. I know the points is like 150 to 93 or 99, 98 maybe, but really, it was a lot more dominant for the side of Divinity than the score seems to lead on. I mean, a lot of those points that Nrx did get, not to hate on them, but really the real factor is that they were given by Divinity because like, okay, you guys can cap that, we'll just wait it out and play safe and we'll take the next point easily, and that's what they did.
Yeah, but I don't know, right? I don't know, because a few people are accusing the Mustachio of being an Nrx fanboy, saying that I'm very biased towards Nrx. But people can't change facts, right? Facts are facts, and the kings of Call of Duty Mobile, Nrx Jeremiah 2911. This is not the way they usually play, and I really feel like they are on a journey to just get themselves qualified, and they don't really need to do much because Impunity is doing themselves a disservice by not winning any rounds, and Classico Rampage look like they are very near to relegation as well. But anyway, the results are ready, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let's jump over, get a quick refresher as to what happened in match number 1 as they lost. Nrx Jeremiah losing 95 to 150. They did go in there at the very last minute because they were like, wait, if we lose 250 points, maybe that's a little too much. Let's grab a few back in there, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was very, very close at the end, it seems like, but really a lot of control being established by Divinity. And so Divinity, a great opening start by them. We're going to be moving into firing range on map number 2. What do you think is going to happen here, AJ? I think, Nrx might have a chance of actually doing something here.
I think they might just pull one back in here because towards the last part of that match in there, we could see them just kind of rising up from the ashes. They kind of, want to win this. And I don't think they wanted to lose that match by that much, even if they wanted to put up a fight, right? So I think it will be Nrx for that search and destroy, but Divinity will be doing their very best to go in here for a 3-0 today.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be very difficult to stop, Divinity from doing this, but Divinity, I mean, man, that's what they're looking at, and that's what it kind of seems like is going to happen. Hopefully for Nrx, I know lots of Nrx fans are out there in the chat, so they want Nrx to take a map, and I don't blame them, but sorry, guys, I don't think they're going to win this series, but, of course, we can't say that yet. Nrx, obviously, we can't count them out being the champs of the world. They will always be awarded, the benefit of the doubt because they're one of the best teams in the world, for a matter of fact. And so Nrx Jeremiah, it is their chance now to bring this back 1-1 in the series, and they're going to be starting the attacking side. Nrx finding opening pick on Shadap already here. Great find with the frag utility, working their way.
Yeah, with a grenade on top of everything else, right? Shadav's not going to be too happy with that at all. Whoopi in here. It's a quick plant by Crush right now with Whoopi right there behind him for that defense. The trophy system has been placed as well, so it's a good play in here thus far by Nrx to take point number 1. They are on the attack, right? So the attacking side always calls the pace of the game. And just like that, we have 28 seconds for Divinity Uprising to pull this off. But Whoopi with that one mistake, Heaven as well well as Irfan J will capitalize on that situation. Heaven with another frag in there. No, he doesn't. He misses it. But I think Cord it was who took Idra out from the back. Insane Dio going down as well. Irfan J takes out Crush, and that is about it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. With Candy out of the way, the defusal will be set in, and Divinity will take round number 1.
A great retake on the post plant there coming in from Divinity Uprising, and that is what we expected from them. NRX, good initial entry into, the A site, but in the end of it, Divinity Uprising are spectacular on the retakes, and that's exactly why you can see now they have 2 players here towards the B site, and you have a rotation player playing there from the back alley, from midway rather, and Shadap, a double kill going his way! Whoopi and Candy fall down one after the other, and that is a great start coming in once again here from Shadap. He has been spectacular so far in the series already at map number 2.
Absolutely, man. With Shut Up as well as Heaven on those snipes, I don't think it's much of a choice in here on firing range, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. With Jay-Z, Idra as well as Crush going in here for the push. The bomb might have rotated over to Bravo already. There you go. Insane Dio just on the wait for them. Make your move, NRX says Insane Dio, and I will show you exactly how we rain the bullets down on you. Heaven going in here for a quick scope, but nobody is home for him to take down. A quick plant right now. But Shut Up will go on to take Crush out.
He has found every single frag here in this round for Divinity Uprising, and with no much less expected, he is pulling out so far Shut Up. And Incendio is going to be Incendio in Heaven rather to close it off after a very clean round, only losing 1 member in that round there, Divinity Uprising. They are looking really, really good so far.
Yeah, and look, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let the Mustachio change the narrative a little bit, right? Nrx Jeremiah no longer looks like the kings of Call of Duty Mobile right now, right? I mean, DVT is just outshining them left, right, center, not allowing Nrx to set up a gameplay at all. Heaven goes in for the first frag. Crush has been eliminated already. Candy coming in here. Cord going to get taken down by him. Whoopi goes in for Heaven. Good frag in there. But what can they pull off here with a 3-on-3 situation right now? Jay-Z needs to go in for the plant. But look at this, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Insane Dio is just on the prowl. Insane Dio is waiting for Candy with that wall bang. And Insane Dio, no matter how much he tries to pull off that gun, but he will not be able to do anything. Solid show here by NRX so far. Whoopi takes out Irfan J. Shut Up on Whoopi. It's going to be a one-on-one situation right now. Shut Up goes in, but at the end of the day, Candy will not be able to do anything. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your kings of MSP is at the moment dominating your kings of Garena Call of Duty Mobile.
What a big brain play coming in from Candy. Unfortunately, he cannot secure that round that Shadap will take it in the pocket. He, so far, has been the MVP of this map, I have to say. Trophy system down, and he has a 50 in hand. He takes out Whoopi, one of the essential players from the side of NRX Jeremiah, and they wall bang on the Jay-Z. Shadap is finding everything right now for Divinity Uprising. Spectacular play from him, and he is definitely the MVP so far. 3 rounds already in the pocket, and this might just be a 4th after 2 members are left alive now for NRX Jeremiah. Crush and Candy, what can they do in this situation? It's going to be very dire as Crush is the only one left alive. AJ, this is going to be a round, I think, safe to say, for Divinity Uprising.
Yeah, man, it's going to be a crushing defeat for NRX, unfortunately. 3-0 right now, and it's going to be an easy 4-0 as Insane Dio gets crushed out of that situation, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Are we going to be able to see a 6-0 annihilation of the kings of Garena Call of Duty Mobile? I think we might just do that, Black and Blue.
You know, the thing is here, this is not the NRX that we were expecting. They're on the attacking side, yes, but we were expecting them to do a lot better here, and that is to their credit. That's not to put them down, because we know NRX are a great and amazing team, probably one of the best in the world, at some point, the best in the world. And to see this happening to NRX Jeremiah speaks to a testament of how amazing Divinity Uprising are playing in the Msp Major right now. They've already taken, though, finally, some control here, and this might just be the first round going to NRX Jeremiah. It does seem like that way. There is no way that Cord can do this, right? He finds a fragment in Idra, but in the end, Whoopi will shut him down, and finally a round for NRX Jeremiah as we move into the second half of this map number 2.
I mean, it's all for NRX to pick right now. By how many do they want to lose, or do they want to make a comeback in here and go in for a reverse sweep, right? Is it going to be easy? No, it's not going to be easy at all because you've given Divinity too many points. You can do that with a chump squad, but not with the Kings of MSP. Look at Insane Dio as he takes Whoopi out of the equation. It's a 5-on-4 situation with Crush going in here for the push. It looks like it's a Bravo focus right now for both of the squads. It is caught on here with the bomb, but the bomber will be hanging back. So good play for the time being. They don't want to drop this, right? With the 4, even with the 5-4 situation, Divinity not taking any chances at all. They still want one more takedown before they go in for the push.
I like that too, though. But shut up. He legs him. Very low now, Crush. He has to fall back so he can get his health back up. Here, Shadab almost trying to pre-fire his teammate. He's going for the wall bang there in case they actually pushed the door there, Crush. But for now, Divinity Uprising are going to hold back and they're going to, dial things back a bit. Not going to commit to the B side just yet. They know they have lots of time to work with. 1 minute left on the clock, and that's what they're going to bide for now.
Oh, shut up with the 2 freaking P's. What the hell, bro? 1 bullet, 2 kills. Shut up is on freaking fire with the 3rd one to finish off that round, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And DVD will make it 5-1.
What a shot from Shadab. AJ, I don't know how he's been finding this. He's been finding collaterals this entire, Msp Major, and there we just saw another one after, some amazing clutches as well. Shadab just looking very, very good right now. Well, a frag going in the way once again. Edra does get taken down, and that is not a good start from NRX Jeremiah. They know that the take has to happen here on the A side now, that Blom will get planted down. Nobody from the side of NRX Jeremiah to stop this from happening. No denial coming in, and so they're going to have to go for the retake situation here. Will they be able to pull it off is the question. Jay-Z already inside the trailer. He's going to be playing the info game for now, not going to be too aggressive. Going to wait for his teammates to come and fall right into the rotation to be able to make this execute happen. But for now, 30 seconds left on the diffuser, and the Divinity Uprising, all they have to do right now is hold steadfast, as NRX are going to have to make a play.
Well, what sort of a play can NRX make? Because there you go, Heaven with the 2 Ps in there. Insane Dio going insane as well. Crush goes in and takes God down, but how much can he do with nothing in there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Crush gets crushed. NRX gets crushed. It's a beautiful 6-1 victory and a 2-game lead right now. Can NRX pull one back? It doesn't look like it at all, Black and Blue. It doesn't.
It almost hurts because I'm also from the Philippines too. So looking at NRX, kind of, the small, fan in me would like them to perform better, especially, being a fan of Call of Duty Mobile in general, knowing that these guys are the world champs. But in this case, Divinity are looking so good right now. They are 2-0 in very, very decisive fashion. One of the best teams in the world. And so Divinity Uprising, while they're doing this right now, they seem to be well on their way to coast to a 3-0 today here against NRX. And if this is a preview of things to come, AJ, it is not looking too well for NRX once we move into the further playoff stages of this tournament.
Absolutely, man. I mean, to anyone who stepped in here thinking that NRX could get an easy drum or maybe, fight Divinity Uprising on an equal footing, how much more wrong could they have been? Because Divinity Uprising, they show us a different side of them today, and they are not holding anything back at all. I mean, at the start of today, right, the results are ready, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let's jump over to that screen, and the mustache will continue yapping, all right, as we move in. We'll give you guys a recap of the first 2 rounds, where Divinity just got those beautiful wins over NRX, 150-95, a late, attempt by NRX in game number 1, and then 6-1 was the annihilation they faced at firing range for that search and destroy. Black and Blue, if this continues, do you think NRX may lose a couple of fans?
I doubt. They have some very, very hardcore, and committed fan base. You can see that there below in the chat. But, as we're coming into it, the only round that firing range won on Search and Destroy was round number 5, which is the last round of the half. And because of that, they were not able to bring that momentum further because, well, it was already the end of the half. So it's going to kind of reset things. And on the case of of NRX, it's just not looking too well. We're going back into firing range on a mode that they did not do perform well in yet as well on domination, and so it's not looking too well for NRX right now. I'd like to hope for their sake that they can take this 1-2, at least take a map away from Divinity, give themselves even more of a fighting chance to make it into the top 4. I mean, they're already in the top 4, but you still want the points going your way. And so NRX, this is going to be the last map of the day, ladies and gentlemen, and NRX are going to have to pull something out of the bag in terms of points. Of course, they don't have to because they're still in the top 4, but it'd be nice to see if this is like a preview of things to come.
I think Divinity is going to be able to sweep this under the feet of NRX, right? Although, yes, it is a whole different sort of a matchup. And yeah, NRX Jeremiah, they will take clearing area first. We can see the barracks hut is taking a while to get captured by Divinity Uprising, possibly because they're going to go in for the mid lane push. But unfortunately, NRX is already there, right? So it looks like NRX is quite focused on the way they play this will be able to either confirm or deny the Mustachios theory. So let's see exactly how the boys from the Philippines take this on. 9-4 so far. Not much in there, but here we go.
A good opening lead from NRX Jeremiah. This is exactly what they needed. Hopefully, they can sustain this lead and push on forwards. Corb has a really good position here to actually help this B Bravo take, and that's exactly what they're going to be doing. Bravo control, I think, is going to be seized, but no. Oh, well, they're able to take him down, but not before they take Bravo. While the domination is going their way, I don't think that's going to last long. They're probably going to be able to take Alpha control here, if not Bravo as well. Whoopi, though, a great shot by him. Bravo control being denied, and so, for now, NRX and Jeremiah are going to have their lead cut into as the deficit is all tied up. Divinity Uprising take the lead now in return.
Oh, how could they allow that to happen, right? NRX Jeremiah, they had quite a good start in there, but Divinity just sets themselves up for success in here by just eliminating them from Bravo. But going in for the takeover back, but the defense, the transform shield set up by Heaven there was just too good, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And right now, Divinity Uprising going in here for the triple cap, and it's a full-on lockdown for 3 seconds as NRX Jeremiah goes back in there and picks off clearing area for themselves.
Well, Charlie is still in their pocket here, NRX and Jeremiah, so that's something to work with. But Kendi is going to just rack them all down and sweeping through them like a mop in dirt. What a great play. Should not be able to find double kills going his way now here. And so Alpha and Bravo is still firmly in the control of Divinity Uprising. For now, all they have to do is sit back tightly because NRX and Jeremiah are going to have to make the play if they want something to happen. It is Divinity Uprising's map to lose right now. And so Alpha and Bravo being two very strong positions for them right now, especially looking at their positioning. There's finally an opening though as NRX and Jeremiah able to take out in front there and both Shadap as well.
Well, clearing area is the only place dominated by NRX right now. And looks like even that is going to be lost. But instantaneously, NRX switches over to the barracks hut. And there you go. DVT as well as NRX doing the switcheroo with the Alpha and Charlie sides. NRX crush coming in here right now. Bravo, maybe, but quite improbable as he gets taken down by Cord.
Whoopi finding a frag there on Shadap, and that's going to bring it now as we're about to end the first half. NRX and Jeremiah are going to be down quite a bit here. About 35 points is going to be the deficit, and that is going to end things off right in the pocket. A 30-point lead already by Divinity Uprising, and so NRX and Jeremiah, not that big of a surmountable deficit. It is still something that they can come back into, and so I wouldn't count NRX out yet. What they have to do though is make a comeback here and take Bravo control early, because last round that's what they did, and I think they have to hold on to it for longer is the only difference that I will make.
Oh, Crush went in there, but unfortunately the trip mine, ladies, German boys and girls, is going to be a Bravo pick for Divinity. Oh, denied at the very last minute. Jay-Z as well as Warren Beach right now coming in here. Are they going to be able to clear out Bravo as well as capture it? But the players from Divinity Uprising coming in here for the push as well is going to be Whoopi, but Crush goes in there, ladies, German boys and girls. Irfan J, unfortunately for all of them, NRX will not be able to pull Bravo back. But they go in and attempt anyway. Yet again, Heaven taken out this time by Daisy. And it's going to be a push. It's going to be a Fennec gameplay, ladies, German boys and girls. Alpha as well as Bravo currently held by the Kings of Call of Duty Mobile Garena. But the Kings of MSP will not stand for this. They won a 3-0 victory. But in the meantime, NRX get the triple cap and it's a full-on lockdown black and blue.
What a play here coming in from Whoopi with the Annihilator, and NRX Jeremiah have finally taken some domination over Divinity Uprising. This is their chance to make the comeback happen. Charlie Point is being seized, but it has now been denied. Then NRX are going to hold on to this full-on lockdown even longer. The gates are closed, and Divinity Uprising are knocking at them. Will they be able to throw them down is the question. NRX not going to let that happen easily. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie all firmly in the pocket, and the zippers have been tied up. Nothing they can do, Divinity Uprising, right now to take it away from them as they're all being picked off one by one. But Cord with a double kill there with the Annihilator of his own. He's finally going to get taken down, though, with a War Machine in the hands of Kendi. And Shadap will answer back with one of his own. Charlie Point finally being taken here by Divinity Uprising. The floodgates have been opened, and NRX Jeremiah have taken the lead.
Oh, they have the lead, but it's just by 6 points, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Alpha Bravo right now in the hands of NRX Jeremiah. Heaven in there with that Barracks Hut takedown. But unfortunately for him, Jay-Z would come in to say hello and please get out of my sight. He will clear out the markers from Barracks Hut. And Whoopi goes on a rampage. But already the VTOL is ready for Whoopi. And he gets taken down by Incendios Cluster Strike. He's going to be crushed right now, attempting to go in there. He's going to protect his Charlie side for the time being. Whoopi back in here. VTOL is now incoming missile, and the VTOL is out of the game just like that. And that's what I love about Divinity Uprising. They respond, the way they respond to all of the score streaks from these squads, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. BTX has won all the VTOLs. Just great. God comes back in here. VTOL gameplay. But how long is this VTOL right now going to be staying up in the air? I don't think you've got anyone from NRX except for Kendi. And is that Kendi who managed to take him out? Warren Z, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, with an FHJ gameplay. And we will continue pushing as Heaven gets taken down. XS1 Goliath in here for Bravo. Divinity Uprising with a full-on lockdown this time. Clearing game, you're going to be taken up by Kendi. But what does Divinity care about? All they need to do is, Heaven gets wiped out. But don't forget, Heaven still has a VTOL that he hasn't brought back in here. Clearing area almost taken by NRX Jeremiah, but eliminated at the very last moment. And Divinity Uprising still have the point, and they equalize with Heaven's VTOL up in the air right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Oh, black and blue, you take over, man. I can't take this anymore.
A full-on artillery barrage here, AJ, is what we're seeing right now as Divinity pull out a VTOL after VTOL after VTOL, trying to make this comeback happen, and they have successfully done so. The gates are now closed once again, and this is going to be a map number 3 as Kendi has a VTOL of his own. That's going to be it. There's no way that they can bring it back, and what a example they made out of NRX Jeremiah. As you said, AJ, what really stands teams apart like Divinity is how they answer back to these type of situations. NRX were able to dominate them, but in that stead, they knew that Divinity were cooking something up, and Divinity, what a answer, what a response to the domination of NRX Jeremiah, pulling out 4 VTOLs of their own. Nothing NRX could do in that situation. Non-stop destruction, and well, Divinity take a commanding 3-0 over NRX.
And whenever NRX did bring that VTOL out, that VTOL didn't really last up in the sky to do much damage at all, because the instant response that comes in from the Divinity players is get the bird out of the sky if we want to continue going in for the push, right? And NRX, they did go in there and they took the lead back, but not for long at all. It was Divinity all the way, NRX for a while, and then Divinity go ahead to cross the finishing line. 3 games in the bag. I mean, has NRX lost 3-0 thus far? I don't think so, right?
No, they have not. This is the first time they've lost to any team 3-0 here at the Msp Major. So the most they've lost is 2-1 against PDR Reborn and against VVV Esports. But for the first time, they just got swept.
Oh, they got swept, and they got swept badly, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. There's no way in hell that would have been an easy pill to swallow, right? Because we went into the game number one. It was hard point. We saw them try to stage a comeback. That was two last minute, right? They gave too big of a lead there. And then when we went into domination, just when it looked like the boys from the Philippines were able to stand up to the juggernauts from Singapore, poor, they were snuffed out, and they were snuffed out bad. And now I fear for NRX Jeremiah 29-11, because if we go ahead and refresh our scoreboard here, ladies, German boys and girls, they haven't been able to get those 3 wins. Divinity Uprising have managed to get up on top of RSG with their 3 points. Black and blue, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, let's take a breather as we go back into the highlights and see how this 3-map series played out at the end of it. Let's go into the highlights right now, guys. And so you saw here on our map number 1, playing on hardpoint, Divinity Uprising, an early lead already taken by them. Nrx Jeremiah were able to bring it to about 90 points in their favor, but really those were all given up by Divinity because they were playing for the